Scars Publications, for those who do not know, is a non-profit organization that runs 2 literary magazines, and we do regular collection books, and we usually do 1 a year of the best poetry and prose from the past year of the both magazines that were accepted. Once before we did 1 of poetry and 1 of prose. We actually decided to do something like that again because we had so much good stuff. So we had Ink in My Blood, the prose edition, which I managed to cover up my fingerprints with pens. Thought that would work off well. And I have a poetry edition as well, which is this cool, negative image of it. And it will be available starting next Monday, so that anybody who is interested in this book would be available through scars.tv on the website. I wouldn't have my stuff in here normally, but because of pagination issues, I needed to put 1 thing in here. So I have 1 thing of mine from the past year. No, I had designed the whole thing, and I said, oh my gosh, I have this poem appearing twice, and I really didn't want to redo all the pages by hand for the last half of the book, so I have a 1 page, so I'm like, all right, I'll put a poem of mine in there to fill up the space. But this is a poem of mine. If anybody had been to the feature, I don't even remember the date, at Mercury Cafe where I read this poem. I read this poem called 13 Seconds there. It is a true story that I heard called 13 Seconds. A woman from my town jumped from a bridge. There was a creek nearby, 10 feet wide, 2 feet deep, and I didn't know her, but we thought about it, her jumping to her death. And we calculated at the height she dropped from, and at the speed she was falling, it took her 13 seconds to fall to her death. 13 seconds. She thought for 13 seconds before she died. And the thing is, she might fall through those nearby tree branches, and we thought about that. The silver maple trees might hold her back, slow her down. Well, she hit those trees, and they didn't save her. So this is what I think of, those 13 seconds, give or take. That's what I think of.